Hey guys, welcome back to the show. So today we are going to talk about image optimization and SEO image optimization. We have been talking a lot about different kind of optimizations, and images matters a lot. And I'll tell you why image optimization is very important, and then we'll go into why do you need like 8 tips to optimize your SEO or 8 tips to optimize your images. Okay, first thing first, why image optimization or why you should take out time for doing the things I'm talking about. Okay, first thing, 22%, this is a data of 2018. So 22% US citizens were using Google Images to visit websites. Now experts believe in 2021 it's more than 30%. So more than 30% people are actually typing a query on Google Images and going into image optimization, and soon enough we will be seeing this new trend that people will be typing their query in videos, and then we'll be talking about video optimization. But as of now, a lot of people are searching their queries through image optimization and through Google Images, so we need to concentrate on that. Another thing that people need to believe, there was this one case study for e-commerce website when they checked out on their Google Search Console, which you can also do on Google Search Console. When they checked out, instead of web, they checked out images, they get 40% of the visitors which come through search through Google Images. Okay, so 40% of their sales happening through organic search is through Google Images. And when a person is directly landing on a product, this goes to especially e-commerce website, when the person is landing on the product page directly by seeing the picture of the product, chances are that person already, like if you are shipping to his country or her country, chances are they are going to buy that product. So conversion rate optimization in that scenario becomes really good. That's why one of the reason you need to concentrate on image optimization. Another thing that you need to keep in mind for image optimization is that let's say you go ahead and type leather boots on Google Images or brown leather boots on Google Images. You will see a lot of sellers selling similar leather boots, but you won't see a repeated image. Like you won't see an image getting repeated. So if there is a leather boot image, you won't see another leather boot image which is exactly the same. Okay, so Google will always give, no matter what query you search for, Google will always give you a unique result before showing you a repeated image. So you can go ahead and type any query and you can go like down, and you won't see the image that is being repeated. You will see similar images even with infographics and all. So you will see similar images, but you won't see repeated images. That's one of the reason you should avoid taking stock images. You should avoid getting your images from these Unsplash and free platforms, especially for search engine purposes. You should always, and we are going to talk about it in the tips. So yeah, you should always get your designer to get them, create them in separate ways, and we are going to talk about it. All right, so let's go into 8 tips to do better image optimization or image SEO, as they are saying right now. First tip, that use PNG or JPG format only. Don't go for different formats. I like to tell people that use GIF images, which is a great way to create more GIFs and hold on to people attention, but not for SEO purpose. For SEO purpose, JPG works the best because the size is lower, but PNG gives out a better quality. So depends on your web optimization or your page optimization or your website SEO. Okay, there is a new trend of WebP images, which also works amazing, especially when you're sharing a graph or data. So you can also go for that as well. Second tip, compress your images. There are so many tools. I tell people, especially on Shopify, like use WebP, use tiny images, there are like a lot of plugins like that. compress your images without compromising with your quality. There is no point of uploading a 1 MB image on a blog when you can get a similar kind of quality with 200 KB image as well. So it's majorly about the size, but do compress your images. And there are a lot of plugins for that. There are free plugin and freemium plugins. So always compress your images before uploading them. Third thing, get your own images clicked or hire a good photographer. So if you are someone who's into e-commerce, don't use your supplier images, no matter how good they are. Don't use the images which are already uploaded on the internet. Get your own images clicked. Okay, that's the perfect strategy. I have seen that strategy working for a lot of people. I personally, whenever I have done this, get our own images clicked or a brand new image clicked for the product, we see the product ranking very well, especially when you're working in e-commerce or drop shipping kind of scenario, because a lot of people will be reselling that product. So there is a lot of competition out there. But get your own images clicked, get a photo shoot done. But if you are not into that, and if you are into, let's say, blogging, then get a graphic designer, get your own graphics made. So they can put like color combination and choose a color combination of your website. That's the perfect way to go about it. Hire a freelancer from Fiverr or keep hiring that same person on regular basis. But choose a theme or color combination of your website, which should go throughout the time of your website. That should be the color combination of all the graphics that you are getting made. So that's an amazing advice for the same. Fourth tip, put a keyword as an image name or a file name. That's one thing that I suggest a lot of people. If you have a lot of keywords, so let's say I'm uploading 5 products images, I'm gonna put that keyword, not the same keyword, 5 different keywords as 5 different image names. I know it's a lot of work when you're uploading a lot of images in bulk, but it totally pays off. I have experimented with it a lot, and I think it pays off in long term. But more important is fifth tip, which is alt text. Alt text is something that a lot of people leaves it, and it's still shocking. Like, that's the basic SEO advice. Any software can do it for you. Put alt text of all images. You have 5 product images, put alt text, 5 different keywords. That's a perfect place to put keywords without spamming it. Okay. And one great advice for alt text is that, let's say this is a leather boot. Okay, so my alt text would be brown leather boot. I want to describe what is there in the image. I don't want to put it as one of the best amazing leather boot or best boots for men. That's a keyword. No, if you really want your image to rank and people from Google Images to come and search for it, then describe what is there in the image. See the image and see how Google will describe it. Let's say it's a brown leather boot, high ankle length. I will describe it exactly. I won't use keywords over there like a hardcore keyword. So that's a perfect way to go ahead with it. Okay, sixth tip would be add images in sitemaps. So if you're on platforms like Shopify or CDN, there are chances that your image sitemap is already being done by the platform. But if you're on some other platform, then consider getting image sitemap done. If you're not from technical background, then there are very, very simple ways to create your image sitemaps and submit them on Google as well, like Google Search Console. So if you haven't done that, then concentrate on getting that done. That will actually help you a lot in terms of image rankings and image SEO per se. Seventh tip would be consider lazy loading. Now, lazy loading is something that I have seen a lot of now e-commerce websites jumping in. Lazy loading, it works in a way that it won't load the whole page or whole images, and it starts loading as you go. There are a lot of plugins for lazy loading, so you can consider one of those plugins. So consider lazy loading, like you can go ahead and get a plugin for lazy loading, or get your tech background or tech guy to do it for you if you're on other platform, where the images, let's say all the images on the website, okay, so it will only load the first images, which will actually help you with Web Core Vital as well, which is a big new Google update. So it will load only the first page of it, and when you scroll down, it will start loading, which will make your website even faster. So consider lazy loading when it comes to image optimization. Okay, 8th tip, last tip of the day, is that use more images. That's as simple as that. But if you want to hold on to people attention on your pages, then use more images. Go for memes, go for infographics. If you can't make infographics, borrow it from other people's website and give them a backlink. That's completely fine. They will be happy to do that with you. Use GIFs. Wherever it makes sense, use more images and explain the data or the things you are talking about in a visual, and that will help a lot of visitors come to your blog again and again. People don't do that, but visual marketing is like, again, the future of marketing. Audio, video, and visual. You cannot just rely on text-based marketing anymore or text-based SEO anymore. These three things matters a lot. So maybe start expanding a little into it, not like hire a full-time graphic designer, but you can always expand into all of this. And yeah, so this is it. These are some of the basic tips for image SEO. And if you guys are loving the blog, this was a video podcast, so you can always check it out with more graphics on YouTube. And if you guys are loving the podcast, wherever you're listening to it, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button. If you can leave me a review, that would mean a lot to me. So yeah, maybe do that, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.